a gatha from the Dhammapada. Can you explain what the gatha says? And the gatha is Yata Sankara Danasming Ujjitasming Mahapate Paduma Tatta Jayate Suvigandam Manoramam.
The meaning, of course, there must be the meaning also in English. It really means that people throw rubbish on the side of the road, and that rubbish, in the rubbish heap, there arises beautiful flowers or having a perfume and color. From the rubbish arises flowers. So that is the meaning. So there is another thing to say how the Buddha relates it to a situation that people in the rubbish heap also had the wisdom to get enlightened. They are poor and uneducated, still having the potential to understand. So that part of the verse is not there. So I am telling you that could be the relevance. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, Bhikkhuni.
Okay.
The second question is, Venerable Bhikkhuni, can you please explain this statement from Satipatthana Sutra? The statement is, it's in English, he is firmly mindful of the fact that only mind exists, that mindfulness is just for gaining insight and for mindfulness progressively.
Yeah, there are statements like that. Sometimes if you are doing Kayanupassana, the same thing states the body exists to the extent that it is necessary for us to contemplate on the body. Otherwise, there is no use of the body. The body must be there. If not, you cannot contemplate on the body. So for the purpose of gaining wisdom, that the body is useful. So what they say, body exists for the express purpose of getting mindfulness of body contemplation, not for any other use is the body. Similarly, they say that the mind exists for the express purpose of understanding what the mind is like, how the defilements arise, pass away, how to get rid of defilements, how to purify the mind. So if there is no mind, there is no way you can investigate the mind. And so the mind is a necessary component to investigate, to understand how these things arise and they pass away and how to purify. So that is the reason why we have a mind. So that is for the purpose of understanding what the mind is about. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhikkhuni Mahansas. Is there a difference between dukkha in feelings, as in Vedana, and dukkha as in understanding dukkha satya? It goes on to say, for example, we can see painful mental and physical Vedana as dukkha. But understanding dukkha satya includes seeing pleasant physical and mental feelings due to their impermanence.
Yeah, feelings of course arise and pass away. Good feelings arise and pass away. Bad feelings arise and pass away. So that is the nature of feelings, which is nothing peculiar to you. To everybody else, it's a universal thing. All feelings for everybody in the past, future, and present. Feelings are like that. The nature of feelings. They arise and pass away. They never stay. Where are all the good feelings you have had in your life? You even can't understand. They have the nature of arising, passing away. So all good feelings in the future also will arise and pass away. So one understands the nature of feelings. So he is not emotionally attached to feelings. So he will not go behind trying to get good feelings because he understands that all feelings come and go. They never stay. So you are only exerting yourself trying to get good feelings which arise and pass away immediately. So once you understand the nature of feelings, you don't become a victim to feelings. You don't go behind feelings. You don't want to get good feelings and get rid of bad feelings, knowing very well that good feelings come and go, bad feelings come and go. So what? Let them come and let them go. That's their nature. You are not victimized. You are not emotionally attached to good feelings or angry about bad feelings. They are just the same. They come and go. They come and go. So you are above and beyond feelings. Feelings are not important. They come and go. Okay? So you don't get emotionally attached to good feelings or angry about bad feelings. Is that okay? Mm.
Most of our thoughts and actions are perceived as atha or natha, or a state of good or bad. This includes all perceived information from our six senses.
Mm.
Please explain why nirvana has no such status and how moha drives us in sansara.
So long as you are working with vijnana, that is the sensory apparatus, you are bound to the world. The eye, ears, nose, smell, nose, tongue, touch, and memory. They are all worldly things. They are not out of the world. So long as you are attached to the sensory system, you are in the world. But Panya is different from Vijnana. Vijnana is entirely worldly. Panya is out of the world. So when you are having Panya, you understand that this Vijnana brings things that are the anicca, dukkha, anatta. You don't, Vijnana doesn't see anicca, dukkha, anatta. Vijnana thinks everything is so good and it is so pleasant and it is me, I and mine. Whereas Panya tells you, uh, those things arise and pass away. The Panya tells you it is anicca. Panya tells you it is dukkha. All good feelings when they arise, you are happy. When they disappear, you are unhappy. All bad feelings when they arise, it is unhappy, but when they go away, it is happy. So like that, you understand the impermanence of all these things. Anicca and dukkha also you realize. When good feelings come, it is good. When they don't come, it is not good. So like that, dukkha also you can understand. You can understand the feeling that they are anicca, that they arise and pass away. So all good feelings, all bad feelings, they all arise and pass away. Then dukkha also you can see, and anatta is the non-self nature of feelings. So you are unable to stop these feelings coming and going. So long as you are in as a human being or living being, these feelings come and go. Feelings come and go. you are at the mercy of feelings. So if you don't know how to tackle the feelings, then you become a victim to feelings. So feelings are like that. Can I hear the question again?
Yes, Bhikkhuni. The question is,
Ah,
because of our moha,
moha. Ah,
yes,
so if you have moha, you become victim to your feelings. But if you have panya, then you know this vijnana is not showing us the right thing. Vijnana is showing us nice and good and bad, and whereas panya tells us everything comes and goes. It is anicca. Panya tells us they are dukkha. They arise and pass away. Good things arise and pass away. Bad things arise and pass away. And there arises dukkha when good things pass away and bad things arise. There arises anicca, dukkha, anatta. And you have no escape. Anatta. Anatta, they are normal, natural. Anatta means they are you of things. These feelings come and go. So when you know what feelings are, you don't worry about them. Let them come and go. They come and go. So you wait and watch feelings as they come and go. That becomes a feeling contemplation. And after that, you are not worried about feelings. Bad feelings come, yes, let them come and let them go. Good feelings come, yes, let them come, let them go. So you are not victimized by feelings. You are not excessively happy and emotionally attached to good feelings. Neither are you angry and so these feelings are like that. So I don't know whether I have answered the question. Mm.
Bhikkhuni, the last part is, please explain why nirvana has no such status and how moha drives us in samsara.
So long as you are you are thinking in terms of the vijnana, vijnana is always telling us nitya subha sukha atma. Everything is permanent, it is there. Subha, it is beautiful. Sukha, it is good and comfortable. Atma, it is me, I and mine. That is what Vijnana is telling us from morning till night. Nitya Subha Sukha Atma. Panya is telling us just the opposite. When they say Nitya, the Panya says Anitya. When Vijnana says Subha, Panya says Asubha. When Vijnana says Dukkha, na, Vijnana says Nitya Subha Sukha, the Panya says Dukkha. When Vijnana says Atma and me and I, Panya says no me, no I, no ownership. So just the opposite. So Vijnana is leading us towards Moha, Panya is leading us towards Anicca, the absolute reality of the nature, the changing mind, the changing body, Anicca, the dukkha that entails when everything what you want does not arise and what you don't want arises, and then the pain and suffering because of that. So it is the panya that tells you the truth, and vijnana is fooling you all day. They are always showing just the opposite. Nitya, Subha, Sukha, Atma, everything is permanent there, it is there. It was there yesterday and it is there today, Nitya. And Subha, beautiful, she's beautiful. You don't see anything wrong with that. Sukha, it is nice and comfortable to get what you want. And then Atma, it is me, I and mine. This is what the Vijnana is telling you from morning till night. And then Panya is telling you just the opposite. So it is up to you to understand. If you are with Moha, you are with Vijnana. If you are Panya, you are going towards Nibbana, seeing the absolute reality of existence. So it is Panya that we have to develop and not become a victim to Vijnana. Vijnana is telling us all lies. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Mm,
Thank you,
mm,
Bhikkhuni. Okay, the next question
mm.
is metta the best mindset to develop in acts of giving, be it goods or services? Is the joy we derive from such acts harmful for our onward journey? If so, how can we overcome that?
Metta, with metta you give gifts. With loving kindness, if you give gifts, you will never expect anything in return. So it is a gift full stop after that. If you expect returns, then it is not metta. It is tanha. If you give with tanha, you expect returns. Then you want to know what happened to what you gave or something. But if it's metta, all giving is only the act of giving without expectation of any results. So whether you get merit or not, or whether they appreciate it or not, with metta you simply give and there is a full stop. No expectations. Otherwise, if there's no metta, you can still give with tanha, expecting returns. Then, then you make another mistake. So only you know whether it is metta or tanha. Your mind knows I'm expecting returns, then it is tanha. I'm not expecting returns, then it is metta. That is, I don't want them to appreciate me. I don't want them to reciprocate my gifts. I don't want anything. I just give it because I want to give and finish. Okay?
Can you please clarify? So, the joy that we derive from such acts, can they be
Mm.
harmful for our onward journey? If so, how can we overcome that?
No, no, you have to enjoy. So, because there is no expectation of results, you merely enjoy the act of giving. If you expect results, then that will be a happiness that you are imagining or expecting. If you don't expect results, then it is only the act of giving and the joy of giving. You don't expect returns, but if you expect returns, that may be a different kind of joy. That may be because you are longing for returns. So metta is specifically given. With metta means you don't expect anything in return. You give and give it away and enjoy it, and that is it. Don't expect anything in return. So I suppose it is clear now.
Venerable Bhikkhuni, could you please explain Shuddhashtaka Rupa Kalapa? That is the 8 physical phenomena. And how does
Yes.
it help in our Vipassana meditation practice?
Normally, for the first lesson, we only tell about Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu because that is enough for our purpose. But once you are expert in understanding Patavi, that is the materiality, Apo, the liquid nature, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, the heat, and Vayu, then you have enough knowledge for your onward journey. But as you go on, you also understand there is uh, uh, ga- Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Gandha, Rasa, but what is it? What are the other four? The
Varna, Gandha,
Varna,
Rasa,
Gandha,
Oja.
Rasa, Oja. So these are also there, but it will come naturally to you. Varna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja also are, are also inbuilt in the system. So for the teacher, if you go to teach all 8, it can confuse the listeners. So we only teach the first 4 and allow them to understand the other 4. After they have understood the first 4, it is nothing for them to understand the rest of it and so much more. So for the purpose of teaching, if you start with 8, then it is difficult to comprehend to a person who doesn't know. So I think it is up to you to do your homework. Understand this is not only Patavya Puteja word. There is Varna Gandha Vasoja. So that is a good thing. You have to do that. That's your homework. And don't stop with what the teacher or the book says. You go and probe into it and then you find there are much more in this. It's so nobody can say all of it. So some of it you understand by your own intuition, by your own uh, probing and understanding and questioning and investigating, and so much is understood by that. What the teacher may say is just only a little bit. The rest of it is your homework, which you have to investigate, contemplate, understand, and then a whole world might open up for you, depending on how much concentration, how much you 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 dissect it, vivisect it, and see so much more in it. So normally the books and the teachers say only very little. The work is yours. How you understand the reality of it, that is really what is necessary. Not to be satisfied with what the teacher or the book says. That they say very little. They cannot say all of it. All of it is your own investigation, your own interest, your own resolving it, understanding it. If it is like that, then this is also like this. This is also like this is like this. So like that, it is mostly through your own investigation that you find the release from samsara, not from what the teachers say or what the books say. You have to investigate. You have to find out if that is that. Then you can see a whole truth opening up before you. That's your part of the job. That's your homework. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That's good homework,
Yeah.
Bhikkhuni. Thank you.
don't
So,
don't be satisfied with what the teachers say.
yes,
Okay.
yes, Bhikkhuni.